Hello everyone, and welcome to Downhaven Entertainment. Today we will be reviewing Carrie and The Counselor. Carrie stars Chloë Moretz. She was pretty darn great in this role. This chick has shown me she has range when it comes to her acting. She's the awesome superhero who kicks donkey.
Hey, why didn't you talk about Kick-Ass yet?
I suppose I should sometime. But anyway, she plays a kick-butt superhero, a lonely manipulative vampire, to this shy, unconfident, reserved chick who goes berserk. Not a spoiler, it's in the trailer. Stupid trailer just gave away the best moment in the movie. Anyway, Chloe was great, and I sympathized with her character. Her mannerisms were taken to an account. Her shrugged, humped over shoulders, her eyes, the way she walks, the way she looks at people, how she interacted with other characters in the movie, it all felt natural, and she nailed the character the director and writers were trying to convey onto the audience, and I loved her in this movie. Superb job. Julianne Moore was another gem in this movie. She plays a psychotic and overprotective yet abusive mother, and she nails the character. At times she looks at Carrie with such evil, yet at other times full of love and care, and at other times just flat out craziness. Granted, it was over the top, as if her performance belongs in a Rob Zombie movie. She was great, though it was a bit out of place. But that flaw goes to the director, Kimberly Pierce. Cordia Doubleday, she plays a bully and she does a great job doing so. I hated her character so much, and that's a good thing. There are so many movies that show the bad guy, yet I'm indifferent to them. I understand why they are bad and they serve that purpose in the movie, and I'm like, whatever. This chick, I wanted her dead. Thumbs up. Now let's talk about what worked for the movie. The middle of the movie. An odd thing to say would work, but let me explain. The only time I was invested in this movie was the second act and the beginning of the third. At this point of the movie, the writers of the movie took their time letting us to get to either like or dislike these characters, and the interaction of these characters felt, I guess, natural for the most part. I started to get invested in Carrie as well as her mother. Though the relationship wasn't fully developed, I wanted to see what the relationship would turn into and what would happen. I hated the mean girl. I wanted her to get what she deserved. I like this chick, even though she does something incredibly stupid and cruel. I wanted to see her character on the screen. She wasn't useless. But that's all I could gather on what worked for this movie, besides the acting being pretty solid. But we gotta move on to what didn't work. Some of the effects and anticlimacticness. The special effects were standard, so whatever. But when Carrie uses her telekinesis, the stupid sound effects rears his ugly head and it sounds like whoosh. I was like, what is this, Alex Mack? This isn't the 90s. The movie also felt convoluted, as silly as that sounds. I personally think this movie would serve better if we saw the movie through Carrie's eyes rather than seeing how things unfold through multiple characters, so the tension would have been higher if we don't see other characters' intentions. We don't know who wants to harm Carrie or who wants to help Carrie. Because I wouldn't know who to trust just as much as Carrie wouldn't know who to trust. Therefore, we have a great connection with our main character. Because honestly, I didn't care too much about the other characters. And on top of that, we can expand on Carrie's backstory, her relationship with her mother, and society. The pointlessness of the movie. This movie was done already. If you have something to add to make this movie feel fresh and unpredictable, go for it. A lot of people have seen Carrie already, so we know what happens. Heck, even those who haven't seen the movie pretty much knows what's going to happen because the trailers spoil it, so the new generation of moviegoers won't be too surprised. Thanks a lot. If you're gonna remake this movie, put your budget into it. Make Carrie go Jean Grey from X3 on the city. Make her a force to be reckoned with. They did a slightly better job than the first flick, but come on. You're retreading old stuff. Change it up or stay home.
Home Depot.
Home Depot. The movie also felt rushed. From the beginning of this movie, they put you right into the situation with a lot of 15-year-old butt shots. Yeah. The middle is pretty good, then they rush the ending. After the grand retribution of the Carrie scene, it just ends like after a minute 30 with this BS cliffhanger. And I was like, well, that's meaningless. No build-up, no epic ending, just one huge middle finger from Kimberly Pierce from Hollywood with love. And lastly, a character died because a bucket fell on the character's head. A bucket. bucket. A bucket. Overall, the movie was pointless. It had good acting, sub-mediocre script, and direction. This movie barely added anything new to the Carrie mythos and gave away its major scene in the trailer, spoiling that coolness for the new moviegoers. There's not much to take away from this flick. There isn't much tension, and I laugh at 2 spots in this film. It lacks originality. Heck, my left shoe has more soul than this film. So after adding all of this up, I'll have to give this movie a solid C+. The movie stars Michael Fassbender, who did an excellent job in this movie. When is he not good in a movie? Superb job. Javier Bardem, continuing to be one of the best in Hollywood. From No Country for Old Men to Skyfall to this. I mean, wow. This guy has so much range as an actor, it's ridiculousness. I bought the character he was playing and he was my favorite character in the movie. Superb job. Cameron Diaz. This chick still got it. She was a cold, calculating force of nature in this flick. Not the type of role I would expect to see her in, but she did a great job in this film. Thumbs up. Penelope Cruz is in the movie. Brad Pitt was great in this movie as well. Thumbs up. Now let's talk about what worked for the movie. We have some great talent in this movie. Ridley Scott directing, Javier Bardem, Michael Fassbender, Brad Pitt, Penelope Cruz, Cameron Diaz, the list goes on. We have them all in one movie. That's such an odd casting choice, and we probably won't be getting that for a long time. These are talented people, and these actors made this movie. As a matter of fact, that's the main reason why I came to see this movie. Everyone was on top of the game, and I bought everyone's character. No one felt out of place. Thumbs up. The cinematography. It's a Ridley Scott movie. Come on, that's a given. Superb job. Now let's talk about what didn't work. The pacing and writing. The movie just felt dead. Nothing seems to push the story forward. The big reveal is blatantly obvious and horribly predictable. There were so many pointless scenes. We have a riveting conversation about a diamond and what elements in it, its value, and blah blah blah. They talk about the nature of existence. I love that, but it's not helping the movie progress. This isn't The Matrix. Nothing comes full circle from this deep philosophical conversations. So why is it in the movie? We don't learn anything about these characters, but instead they just talk. The plot is a mess. I was confused about what's going on. Who's that character? Why is this happening? Why did they show that? Why should I care? Who's working for who? How does that scene affect the movie? There are well-known great actors in this movie and they just show up for one scene, talk about stuff, and we never see them again. And that scene served no purpose for the movie whatsoever. And the big reveal was so obvious. I saw what character was the major manipulator traitor person like 20 minutes into the movie. Fail. Pointless sex. I mean, we start this movie with sex. Okay, so what does that mean for the story? Do we learn anything?
Maybe it's to show the couple is in love?
No, sex doesn't translate as love. There is more to love than sex. For all we know, this guy's having sex with a friend, a hooker, a man. It's just off-putting. From the opening scene, Michael Fassbender and Penelope Cruz getting freaky. Michael Fassbender is about to go down on her. I move another seat away from my homeboy. Penelope Cruz says, wait, I need to tidy up first. You know, wash. And Fassbender's all like, I don't want you to. And I'm like, dude, I'm eating popcorn and drinking a soda. I don't need to know about this or see this. The only time I want to see Penelope Cruz all erotic and stuff and under the sheets is if she's at my house in my bed. What makes you think I want to see Michael Fassbender go down on Penelope Cruz? And later on, what makes you think I want to hear their sexual conversations? What makes you think I want to see Cameron Diaz spread her legs and masturbate and on a car's windshield? Dude, I'm eating popcorn and drinking a soda. Overall, the movie is just there. It was made. What else could I say about it? It was pointless, violent, and perverted. Yes, I know that the gangster drug life is a definition of that, but I paid $10 to see a movie. You know, for the plot. If I wanted to see the pointlessness of gang violence, I'll go watch The First 48 or American Gangster. Yes, money's the root of most evil. We all know that. What does the movie have to offer? What does it have to say on the matter? Nothing. They should change the title of this movie to Life Sucks, especially if you're involved with the cartel. So after adding all of this up, I have to give this movie a solid C.